Hi guys, welcome. Dana here from the Magic Junk Drawer. And today I wanted to talk about the second house in astrology. The second house in astrology is the house of earned income. So this is how you make your money. You look to the planets that are in the second house, and if there are no planets, then you look to the ruling sign of that house. So what the hell does that mean? Okay, so for example, myself, I have Cancer in the second house, but I have no planets in Cancer. So I look to the second house's ruler, which is the moon. The moon rules Cancer. So the moon kind of affects my earned income. That's the planet that kind of affects it, along with Venus, because Taurus natally rules that. Now, every year when you have a solar return, things are a little bit different. So if you had a solar return chart and in your solar return, Jupiter was in the second house, you probably would have a pretty financially abundant year. Saturn, look, there's good and bad to all the planets, all the signs, and all the aspects. Saturn could do one of two things. It could teach you a lesson. It could end something. Well, and Pluto could transform something. And transformation, it's not always a bad thing. You could leave one job and then wind up getting a job where you're making twice as much money under some kind of a Pluto transit in the second house. Saturn could stabilize you. So if you had a job that was maybe part-time or you had a temp job, you could wind up getting hired, or you could go full-time underneath the Saturn in the second house. It opposes the 8th house, which is the house of sex, birth, rebirth, death, reincarnation, other people's money, credit, debt, mortgages, loans, and inheritance. There's a lot going on in the 8th house, and yes, the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. So you look to what's happening in the 8th house. Sometimes somebody struggles with money for so long, and then they have an aspect that happens in the 8th house. Maybe Jupiter moves into it, or something hits something, you get a large inheritance. Or it could happen where you lose your job, but you get a great severance package. You get a great severance package, and then maybe you get hired to work at a job where you're making 2 or 3 times as much as you were making at the first job. So sometimes, especially when Jupiter is involved, because it's so expansive, sometimes it might not look like it's such a gift in the beginning, and then it turns out to be a gift later on. So I'm pretty sure that you might have to wait it out. Okay. So look to the planets and the signs that's in your 2nd and 8th house. And if you don't know your chart, you can do a free one online. And if you're confused as hell and you want me to go over it for you, you can buy a chart on Etsy. And if you like my hat, it's also on Etsy. I love this hat. I love the color. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. And if there's a question or there's some kind of a video that you'd like me to do on a specific aspect of astrology or sign or house, please feel free to comment, because I like to answer the questions, and when people ask questions, it gives me something to talk about. And I'm a Gemini rising, so hell, I like to talk. All right, guys, if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, like and subscribe, and we will see you here soon. Okay, bye.